What's up, guys? So as you can see here, I'm getting ready to do some meal prep. It's Sunday, so that's usually meal prep day unless plans change and I need to do it on another day. Gonna do the classic potatoes, which I'm gonna peel first with the potato peeler a little bit, clean them up, then I'm gonna cube them up, and then get prepping my ground beef. With the ground beef, I'm just gonna dice up some onion and garlic right here. I'm gonna do 2 small onions because I'm doing 2 packs of ground beef. That should be enough, and then an entire clove of garlic. And then for the vegetables, because you gotta have vegetables. Got all this broccoli here, so 3 little chunks of broccoli, and that should do it. Yeah. So pretty simple. I'm starting to get better at this because I do it pretty much every single week, and actually I tend to meal prep the potatoes and ground beef again midweek, so I tend to do 2 cooks. I don't always make veg again because typically the food lasts me till like Thursday. So if I eat vegetables Monday to Thursday and then I don't have as many Thursday to Sunday, or maybe I have some other vegetable based on, because I change up my food a little bit on the weekend too. So I might consume some sort of other vegetable on the weekend, and that's fine. But if I lock it in for, like 4 days, then that's pretty good. And I also consume a decent amount of fruit too. So you don't have to eat a ton of it every day, but as long as you're having it most days, and, you lock in half the week, then the other half is still clean foods, but maybe not, as healthy per se because you didn't eat as much vegetables. It's still not like the worst thing in the world. So I actually just came back from the grocery store and I got 2 more packs of ground beef in the freezer here. I got plenty of potatoes. And like I said, if I want to have a different kind of vegetable, if I just want to get some more broccoli, I can always do that and just prep some more veg for the rest of the week. But pretty plain and simple, guys. Gonna get this started, and I'll show you guys what they look like when everything's all done. And then probably have some ground beef and potatoes for a meal. Might as well, but we'll see. I don't know. Depends on what I'm craving. So yeah, let me just get started on this, and then I'll sit down with you guys for a meal. See you then. All right. You know what? Since I'm doing a lot of meal prep today, I'm probably not going to show you guys a meal. Or maybe I will. Who knows? We'll see. But I got another meal prep here going down. So every 2 to 3 weeks, I make homemade protein bars now. If you guys saw this in the last video, I'm gonna actually 1.5 times the recipe because I'm gonna make a little bit more. I made 16 last time. I'm gonna shoot for 24. So I got oats here, guys. And the reason I opted for these protein bars is to make something a little bit less processed, more whole ingredients, and even like the fats that you get in like a regular protein bar, they're not even like healthy fats per se. So I'm getting my fats from almond butter or peanut butter. So much healthier, obviously, better fats, just better ingredients. And I just like having this as a snack, honestly. And in my opinion, my protein bars taste better than the store-bought protein bars. There's a little bit of a discrepancy. Sorry guys, the fan is on right now because I'm cooking, so hopefully it's not too loud of background noise. Hopefully you can still hear me fairly well. But yeah, like I feel just the protein powder that I have tastes so delicious. And my protein bars, honestly, it tastes better than any store-bought protein bar that I've ever had. And it's better ingredients. And it's not that hard to make. The one slight downside is that you have to freeze them and eat them as like a frozen kind of thing. Like you take them out of the freezer, you let them thaw off for a little bit, and then you can eat them. So, but that's not really like per se like a downside. It's really not that bad. But that's, I guess, the only less convenient thing. But you really only have to wait a couple of minutes for it to thaw off, and like a true couple of minutes. And then the center is still kind of hard, but it's not like frozen. And then the outside's kind of soft. So if anything, it's like a nice difference of texture. And it's really not an inconvenience to me personally. Like it's not that bad at all. So That's really the one only main difference, and for better ingredients and, in my opinion, a better flavor, I think this is really worth it. So I'm just going to basically mix this all together, which is kind of a hassle, but it's got to get done. And then lay it in a sheet of paper, or a pan, sorry, with parchment paper, is what I meant to say. And then stick it in the fridge and let it harden up. And then I'll divvy it up into 24 portions. 230 calories per bar with 20 grams of protein. So it's a pretty good sized bar too. So I'm pretty happy with those macros. Of course I could change things around if I really wanted to, but I think that's pretty good for now. There we go. I use peanut butter this time instead of almond butter, so the calories might be a little bit different, but honestly, not the biggest deal to track. Natural peanut butter, of course. And to just top this all off, guys, and just add some nice finishing touches, some cinnamon. This is some organic Saigon cinnamon. Got the fancy stuff. And some nutmeg to give it like a Christmassy flavor. That should be good. And I'm gonna try a little bit of, I'm gonna do a little bit of vanilla extract. I know people bake with this stuff, so I'm just gonna add a little bit in there. And no, I'm not gonna bake these oats. And here's some natural cocoa powder. So this would technically up the calories a little bit because I didn't track this in my macros for the protein bar. Like, it's not a part of the ingredients for the recipe, but it's such a minor amount of increase in calories that I'm not even gonna track it. So all I gotta do is add some almond milk to this, guys, and just mix away. So I'm gonna get to it. And yeah, and after I divvy them up, once they sat in the fridge a little bit to kind of hold their texture a little bit, or hold their shape, I'll get a bunch of parchment paper, cut the parchment paper, and that'll be the wrapper for the protein bar. And then I'll divvy them up. Like I said, I'm making 24 bars. I just take each bar, put them in parchment paper, wrap them up, stick them in a big Ziploc bag, put them in the freezer, and yeah, it's good to go. And then in the morning when I want one, or in the afternoon or whatever, open up the freezer, take them out of the Ziploc bag, let it sit on the counter for a few minutes, and then it's good to go. So pretty good, pretty happy with this recipe. And if I don't show you guys a meal, that's it for today, just a bunch of meal prepping. But if I do, I'll see you then. But I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.